Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm basically going to be showing you guys all of my create your own dolls, so American Girl CYOs, and then also all of my custom American Girl dolls. So I have about 4 CYOs and then I have 5 custom dolls. Yeah, but I'm basically going to be showing you guys all of those dolls. There's about 9 dolls in total, so yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to be starting with all of my CYOs. So the first doll I'm going to show you guys is not actually my first CYO, but it's actually the first one that I kind of made. So this is Dylan, and I've given a little bit of backstory about some of my CYOs before. I will do it again. Dylan, I got to be twin sisters with my first CYO that I got from the benefit sale, which I will show you guys after I talk about Dylan. I really wanted another CYO. And so I knew I wanted Dylan to have the short curly wig because I did not have a doll with this wig at the time. Messing around with the CYO generator, and I did not like any of the other hair colors besides red. Brown was just okay, but I tried like the blonde that her twin has, and it just, I don't know, I didn't like it. Struggled with her eye color too, because originally I was like, oh, I'm just gonna give her brown eyes, but then I was also stuck between like brown and hazel eyes because I love dolls with hazel eyes, and her twin has hazel eyes. Then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give her gray eyes because at the time I only had Molly and Yvette with gray eyes, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna give another doll gray eyes. Okay, so here is a close-up of Dylan. I don't know how well you guys can tell, but hopefully you can, but she has gray eyes, she has freckles, she is the lightest skin tone, and then she has the short curly wig in red, and I actually just redid her curls yesterday and they look so good. But yeah, she is literally so cute. I usually have her wearing glasses, but obviously I had to take them off. This is Dylan's twin Dakota. So you guys know Dakota by now, especially if you follow me on Instagram. I love Dakota so much. So the little backstory behind Dakota is she was my first ever CYO. I bought her during the last online American Girl benefit sale back in 2021. I was glad that I could actually participate in the last online sale, but yeah, I knew that I wanted a CYO, and when they like sent an email with all of the pictures of each CYOs and their numbers, I wasn't really like vibing with any of the ones I saw, and then I got to Dakota because I'd been wanting a Jess Mold CYO. And I saw Dakota and I was instantly like, oh my goodness, she is absolutely perfect. And now a lot of the Jess molds for the benefit sale at that time had really wonky eyes. It was really bad. And she was literally perfect, at least in her photos. Spoiler alert, she is perfect. But the kicker is, if you guys have participated in the online benefit sale, you already know. You're not necessarily going to get what you want. I was able to search her when everybody was let into the sale. I searched her, saw her, added her to my cart, and then immediately checked out. And I got her. She's absolutely perfect. I don't know why anybody returned her. She had never been taken out of her box. I do have an opening video of her, but yeah, I love this doll so much. She is literally so adorable. Of course, I didn't make Dakota, so I don't exactly have all of her specs, but she does have hazel eyes, the old freckle pattern, just like her twin. She's got like the short, I don't think it's like platinum blonde. I think it's just the regular blonde, I believe. I'm not sure. And I think she has the lightest skin tone. That was the biggest thing that I was trying to figure out when I got her twin made. I didn't know what skin tone like Dylan was. My next CYO is Jade. So Jade I got last year on Mercari. She was basically in brand new condition. This seller was selling like basically a lot of their CYO collection, which I think still to this day they're selling CYOs, so I don't know how many they had. She was owned by an adult collector. She was in literally pristine condition. It's like she was never used. She was wearing Molly's sweater and skirt set, which is part of the reason why I wanted her. Initially, the seller had listed her for I think $150. And she didn't come with clothes or anything at that time. And then the seller took the listing down, put the sweater and skirt set on her, and then listed her for $160. And I was like, you've got to be kidding. But did I still buy her? Yeah. So again, I didn't make Jade, so I don't have her exact specs, but she has the old freckle pattern, hazel eyes. She has, I would say, maybe the regular I don't know, whatever the first medium skin tone is, she definitely has a medium skin tone. And then she's got the long wavy wig in like this pretty like light brown color. The last CYO that I have is, you guys already know who this is. This is Parker. I got Parker made. I actually made her last year. So it's funny because I made Parker and she was back ordered because this is around the time where like everybody wanted an Addie mold CYO, and so she was back ordered for a while. So I actually had bought her, like made her, bought her and everything. And while I was waiting for her, I bought Jade. So yeah, I really wanted an Addie mold, and I knew I wanted her to be like the lightest skin tone because I didn't obviously have that in my collection because American Girl doesn't just outright make the lightest skin tone Addie mold. So I hope you guys can see, but she is the lightest skin tone. She has hazel eyes. She has the new freckle pattern, so the Yvette freckle pattern. And then she has the long wavy wig because I'm obsessed with this wig. And it is black. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys all of my custom American Girl dolls. You guys know, because I've mentioned it, that I love my customs. So I'm very excited to finally show all the ones that I have right now. The first one we're going to start with is my most recent one. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen her. But this is Tsunami. I will put the spelling of her name on the screen. So I bought her from Brian, Dolls by Bad on Instagram. All of my customs, I'm just going to say right now, are all made by him. But this doll specifically, this is a dream doll, and I still can't believe that I have this doll. So Brian made this doll specifically for his collection. I believe it was back when he restarted customizing dolls again. And this is one of the dolls that I saw on his page when I first followed him, I believe last May. And I fell in love with this doll. But of course, I knew that he would never sell a doll like this. Like, she's perfect. I knew this was his prized possession. He knew that I loved this doll so much. Like, this doll's absolutely perfect. So one day, this is like a few weeks ago, I'm scrolling on my Instagram, right? Because I was thinking about just customs. I was thinking about my customs, and I was like scrolling through Instagram, and I came up upon his page because he had sold some customs that I really liked, but I could not buy them at the time. I was just kind of looking at the pictures of those customs, and I was like, oh, I came across a picture of Tsunami, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, she's so beautiful. But I was, you know, I was kind of thinking to myself, like, he's never gonna sell that doll. Y'all, why did he message me like a half an hour later saying, hey, I'm thinking of selling Tsunami? That's all I see. Like, I'm on my phone, right? And that's all I see when like the Instagram notification pops up, and I'm just looking at my phone in pure shock because I'm like, you're kidding. Literally just I sat there. I didn't even answer immediately. I just sat there processing what I just read. Fast forward, here we are, and I own Tsunami, which is absolutely insane, and I still can't believe it. So here's an up close of Tsunami. I know that you guys, like, some of you guys don't like my customs, and honestly that's fine, but like, they're for me, not for you, and that's fine. But I'm still gonna show you guys anyway because there are people interested. So here's an up close of Tsunami. I know she has a Kaya wig. That's pretty much all I know. I don't know what base she is, but this wig is amazing. He does do like layers as well. So she's got layers. Attention to detail. I don't think you guys can see her freckles, but she has very light freckles. She's just absolutely stunning. Next doll we have is Reagan. So I got Reagan before Tsunami. She is a Marie Grace mold. And I'm not a huge fan of like the newer dolls with the Marie Grace mold, but when I saw this doll, I was just like, yeah, she is absolutely gorgeous and I need her. So I bought this doll. This was made by Brian, but I bought her from Lily, doll girlfriend, over on Instagram. I bought her from Lily. I didn't even realize that this was one of the dolls that Brian had released maybe 2-3 months prior to me purchasing her from Lily, and I didn't even recognize the doll. And then after I bought the doll from Lily, I was like, why does this doll look so familiar? Because obviously Lily had posted her, but I was like, this doll looks familiar. And I was going on Brian's page again, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a doll that he had made for a release, and I wasn't able to buy the doll. And I had no idea who had bought her. Like, I didn't connect it, and yeah, so somehow I ended up with the doll anyway. I haven't done a lot with her, which I do feel bad about, so I definitely need to like put her in a different outfit, which this outfit's cute. Here's what she looks like. I know that this makeup style and the dark makeup is not for everybody, but again, I like the doll. She's in my collection, so yeah. She does have a Felicity wig, I believe, that he customized. Like, look at this. This is a Felicity wig. Now, mind you, all of these wigs are super soft and they have layers, which is, again, amazing. The next doll I have is River. So this is one of my favorite customs. I know she might look a little severe to you guys. I'm sorry, not sorry. I love this doll. I don't know why people feel so obligated to say like, oh, I hate that doll. I hate that. Well, good thing it's in my collection. Like, I don't know. Like, I understand, like, feedback, but, like, I like the doll. So, like, it's not really helpful feedback. It's not even really feedback if you don't like the doll. Because, like, what do you want me to do about it? But anyways, surprised at, like, those comments I get. Because, like, if you don't like it, just move on. I don't know. I bought this doll also from Lily, but she was made by Brian. This doll's amazing. I don't know what her base is. I don't know what wig she has, but the way that he cut this wig into layers. Are you kidding? Like, y'all. If you're not, like, a fan of the face-up, you can at least admit that her hair looks absolutely amazing. It's soft. Like, I don't know how he does this. Her name is River. I really wanted to name a doll River for some reason. And then when Lily posted this doll for sale on her Instagram story and I saw these bright blue eyes, I was like, yeah, you are River. So here is an up close of River, and you can really just see, like, the details. You can't see it the best in this lighting, but she's got a lot of blushing on her cheeks. She's got the eye makeup. And my favorite part about this doll is, well, one of many, are all of her piercings. So she's got an eyebrow piercing, she's got her nose pierced, lip piercing, and then she's got multiple ear piercings. And on this side, she's got her multiple ear piercings down here and her tragus. Like, are you kidding me? Next doll we have is my custom Claudie. So this is Yuri, and you guys have seen Yuri before. I love this doll. Yeah, there's not much to say about Yuri. So here is an up close. Again, she has her eyebrow pierced, and then she has some rhinestones with her makeup done, and then she's got her nose pierced, her lip pierced, and then more little rhinestones to go along with her makeup on the other side, and the hair. Get into this wig. Now we're getting into, like, the two original customs in my collection, because Yuri was my third custom, and then I kind of went in, like, a weird order because I went from most recent to oldest. This was my second ever custom, so this is Amethyst, and I bought Amethyst from an AGIG on Mercari. The doll wasn't a bad price, but I just wasn't looking into buying a doll at the time necessarily, even though I knew it was one of Brian's customs. So I was like, oh, I'll just like the listing and I'll wait it out. And then I got an offer sent for, like, I think she was like $50. And I was like, well, of course I have to take that offer. Like, are you kidding? She's absolutely gorgeous. She has Truly Me 67's wig, which, are you kidding? Like, I have not redone this wig at all. She has a Truly Me body because she has perma panties, but she has a Pleasant Company head. So she was her head, at least, is Marisol's head. So here's Amethyst. She has, I think she has Marie Grace's eyes, I want to say, because they're that really pretty aquamarine color. And then she's got, like, pretty subtle makeup compared to the other ones. And I just like her little subtle freckles. Again, this lighting, you guys cannot see her details very well. Fun fact, you will always know Amethyst in my collection because she will forever be wearing amethyst around her neck. So the last doll that I'm going to be showing in this video is Aurora. So she is my first ever custom, the first doll that I ever bought from Brian. So I bought her from Brian's Mercari. She was actually the very first doll, even before Tsunami, that I saw on Brian's Instagram before he posted her for sale. And this was the first doll that I saw on his page, and I was like, oh my gosh, that doll's absolutely stunning. And then that was when I first followed him. And then I think maybe a few months later, if that, he posted that she was for sale, and I was like, I have to get her, but I didn't immediately buy her from Mercari. I kind of just liked her listing and I waited it out, and then I finally was like, no, I can't wait any longer. Like, this will be my first custom. She is kind of like my other mini-me. So I have Yvette, who you guys know is the closest thing to my mini-me that American Girl has come out with. And then she is like my custom mini-me. I mean, my hair is not straightened, so that does make a difference right now. She's stunning. She is stunning, and I love this doll so much. She came to Texas with me. That was the first time I'd flown with a doll in a decade, honestly, and I loved every minute of it. So yeah, this doll is very special to me. So here is just a look at Aurora. I think out of all of my dolls, I feel like this one would be the favorite, especially for those people who don't really like face-ups, because she is like the most subtle out of all the dolls. I just love her little freckles and then her beautiful brown eyes. Again, I don't know what base she is. I think she has Nenea's wig, but other than that, I have no idea. She has her nose pierced, and then she just has one earlobe piercing on each side. But yeah, she's definitely subtle. I got a lot of compliments on her at the airport. She's a stunner. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to comment down below who your favorite doll was in this video, whether it's one of my CYOs or even one of my customs. Definitely make sure to let me know. But also be considerate at the fact that I do like my customs and I just wanted to show you guys the customs. That doesn't mean you have to comment that you don't like them, because I don't know what that does, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date when I post a new video every Friday. Also make sure to follow me on my AGIG so you can see pictures of some of my dolls. And yeah, bye guys.